Welcome back to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant, and this one we're going to watch is called 10 Amazing Facts About Scotland. I've always been intrigued by the Scottish culture. I'm going to probably do some more on Scottish culture and history and Ting here going forth, you know what I mean? But I want to see what the amazing facts about Scotland is, you know what I mean? Learn a little thing about it and all of that. So let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer.
Welcome to Top 10 Archive. From Alexander Graham Bell to Tayberries and unicorns, Scotland is a northern European country filled with remarkable history and breathtaking scenery.
Yeah.
Here are the top 10 interesting facts about Scotland. Number 10. Old trees and Pontius Pilate. In the heart of Scotland stands one of Europe's oldest trees. The Fortingall yew is believed by experts to be over 5,000 years old. It's named for the small village in which it can be found, Fortingall in Perthshire. Surrounding the tree for miles upon miles is some of the most archaeologically well-known sites in the country. From plague burial grounds to the remains of a 1,300-year-old monastery, no other place in Scotland has such a history. Legends say that Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who is said to sentence Jesus to death, was born by the tree and often played in its shade as a child.
Oh, wow.
The story cannot be verified, but it ties Scotland to the history of Christianity. Number 9. The Edinburgh Vaults. Beneath the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh, lies a series of underground chambers and passageways that are referred to as the Edinburgh Vaults. The vaults were not the city before streets were raised or tunnels to transport illicit goods, as is so commonly misconceived, but rather connecting cellars that were once used for legitimate businesses. As time passed, everything from underground pubs to illegal tenement houses for poor immigrants were erected. Today, the vaults are thought to be one of Edinburgh's many haunted locations due to a string of murders that took place in the area. Stories of human remains, including entire dead bodies, being sold in the Edinburgh vaults began to pop up after public executions were performed and the bodies were stowed away. Number 8. Scottish cuisine. Out of all the different countries that we've covered on Top 10 Archive so far, the Scottish are probably the best known for their abundance of national dishes. So the next time you decide to poke fun at a Scotsman for his cooking, remember he'll probably take offense to it and rough you up a bit while wearing a kilt. But all joking aside, the Scottish have gifted many cuisines to the world, the most popular of which are probably haggis, Dundee cake, clootie dumplings, and lucky toddy. The Scots are also responsible for patenting the tayberry, when Scotsman Derek L. Jennings of Dundee crossed a blackberry and red raspberry in 1979. Number 7. Gin.
Hey, if any Scottish people are watching this, in the description, send me one of your recipes, a simple one, one that I could make, real easily, because I'm not a big time chef, but I would like to try and make one of y'all's recipes and thing, you know what I mean? So hit me up in the comment section with a recipe you think that I can easily make. I made the Putin, and I filmed that and put it up here, and that's one of the series I'm going to do. So if you have a simple Scottish recipe that you would like to share with me and see if I could make it, hit me up in the comment section, because I'm willing to try anything. And the guy said it. He said you all have a myriad of recipes, and you all like of national dishes and thing. I might want to try one of them. You know what I mean? And don't get me. The point for me is this: I want to try making it myself. Then I want to go to where it's made and eat an authentic recipe of yours made by you guys. You understand what I say? But hit me up in the comment section.
Gingerly love. A rumor has been floating around the internet saying that there's a good chance redheads will be extinct within the next 100 years. Of course, this theory doesn't hold much weight,
No.
yet it did get a fair amount of attention. There's one place the ginger gene is destined to live on, and that's southeast Scotland. It is believed that 40% of the population in this part of the world are carriers of the gene. Scientists believe that this may be an evolutionary advantage in the far north, where it is often so cloudy. The human body requires a significant amount of vitamin D. Redheads, who so often have a somewhat light complexion, are generally able to absorb more than those people with darker pigmentations. Number 6.
No, on the island, Grenada, where I'm from, it's said that there was a small Scottish community in a place called Mount Morris. And I remember having friends who were light skinned and had freckles, and some of them had red hair. Now, it could be the hair is red from the salt and the sun after going to the ocean so much. I don't know, but I remember seeing a few people like that, light skin with freckles and red hair, because of that small Scottish community that was in that one place called Mount Morris. We call them the Mongs. And I'm telling you, man, during the carnival season, they'd come down and start melee like you would not believe. Everybody was scared of those people up there. Well, I'm not saying like fair for your life, but you know what I mean. They'd drink up and ting, and next thing you know, fisticuffs will go on.
Scottish inventions. Scotland lays claim to countless inventions and inventors, many of which we take for granted today, but are crucial to our daily lives nonetheless. The most famous of which is probably Alexander Graham Bell, who is credited for inventing and innovating the telephone.
Ah.
On the other hand, many Scottish inventors have received little recognition or none at all. Kirkpatrick Macmillan is the man behind the modern-day pedal bicycle, yet he's almost unheard of. This is because others took credit and profited off of his inventions.
True.
Although
Happened a
fax
lot.
machines are now old technology, it was crucial to businesses for decades and was invented by a Scotsman named Alexander Bain. He began work on the first rudimentary machine of its type in the mid-1940s. Number 5.
Did not know that.
The official animal. Scotland has 2 official animals, the red lion and the unicorn. Yeah, that's right, a freaking unicorn. It's really not that surprising, considering the love Scotland has for tall tales and legend. The unicorn is a revered Celtic symbol representing grace, purity, healing, and happiness. The creature was printed on gold coins during the time King James III was in power between the years 1466 and 1488 AD. To this day, a unicorn still appears on the United Kingdom's royal coat of arms, standing directly across from the lion. Number 4. The Mother Field. There is quite a tumultuous and fascinating history of sport throughout Scotland. The country is considered to be the mother field, for lack of a better word, of golf. It was here that the sport was invented during the 15th century. It caught on so quickly and became so addicting for some that King James II had the sport outlawed, and with good reason, of course, saying it prevented his men from properly training for war. Football, also known as soccer in the United States, was outlawed by King James I in 1421. He was far from pleased with the amount of roughness implemented during matches and thought it was unnecessarily injuring others. The ban lasted for a number of years, but was finally lifted in 1872 when Scotland held the first international football game. Number 3. Free water. Scotland is a sovereign state in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Although it's part of the UK's constitutional monarchy, Scotland is still very independent. For one, its education system is separate and governed from within the country. Scotland offers free water to its citizens, although oil and forms of nuclear energy are governed by the UK. A very interesting aspect to Scotland's healthcare system is that the country provides free prescription drugs to those in need. This is something few other countries are capable of doing. Much of the police force and judicial system are also different to that of the UK. Number 2, the Vikings. The Norse have had a lasting effect on Scottish culture. During the 11th century, they conquered many of Scotland's smaller islands before taking on the main British Isle. While the stereotypical Viking is pictured as being ruthless and bloody, the real Vikings were much different. Family life was very important to these men, and they took their wives with them as soon as new land had been successfully conquered. Scotland was a vital part of the Vikings' main trade route, which expanded all the way from Newfoundland to Baghdad. During these times, Scotland truly was a dark and hostile place to travel through. Number 1, the Loch Ness Monster. The first ever recorded sighting of the elusive Loch Ness Monster occurred in 565 AD, when a water beast allegedly attacked one of St. Columba's followers in the loch. To date, there are over 3,000 recorded sightings of the monster, which started to first consistently flow around the mid-1930s. It is said to be at least 40 feet long and to have an abnormally long giraffe-like neck. For the first time since 1925, no confirmed sightings have been noted in the past few years. This leads skeptics and other theorists to wonder, has Nessie finally expired? At this time, there is no answer for such a complex question. Whatever the case, Loch Ness will remain one of Scotland's most infamous tourist attractions because of the legend and allure that encompasses the landscape. Like these top 10 videos?
Well, that was interesting. I really want to go to the Loch Ness though, just to see it. You know what I mean? I'm not going there to look for the monster and that, and I just want to see it because of the mystical sort of lore that it's got. You know what I mean? But quite interesting. There's some things about Scotland I didn't know there. The one about golf I knew. Alexander Graham Bell, of course, everybody learned about that. The one about the Vikings, I didn't know too much. That's why I have to do some history on, do some reaction to history on in Scotland, because then that's probably going to come up in more detail then. But anyway, man, thank you all for watching it, watching this with me and Ting. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me. I enjoyed this. You all keep hitting me up with them comments in the comments section, and keep watching them videos. I'll leave a card here somewhere on the screen, so you could just click and go watch more things that I reacted to, more videos that I reacted, more things that I reacted to. Bumbleclot around with me and Ting. But anyway, man, you all take care of each other, all right? Cool runnings.